Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulihil Kareem. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man istanna bi sunnatihi ila yawmiddin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. Inshallah ta'ala, today we'll start from ayah 118 and we'll finish up to ayah 124. The last ayah before this ayah, just as a reminder, just want to mention that Allah finished with the kun fayakun, the ayah of the kun fayakun. Why did Allah use the kun fayakun? Because Allah, before ayah number 116, Allah said that, the Jewish and the Christian, they have blamed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or they claim that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has begotten a son, astaghfirullah, and to reply to that, Allah said, no, subhanallah, Allah is far away from those things, and Allah can say kun fayakun and the thing can be done. Now Allah is just taking the conversation quite towards the Medinan people, and also after this few ayah, Allah will take the ayah to again to Makkah, because we saw a ayah before that where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that, to Allah belongs the east and the west, and wherever you face, it is that you will find the face of Allah as long as you have sincerity. Why Allah is saying this? We say that Allah is saying, making the people, making the ummah ready for the Qibla change, because very soon we will see in this in next 10 to 15 ayah that the change of Qibla will occur. That the greatest, even one of the greatest even in the life of Rasulullah, that the change of Qibla. So before that, Allah is making them ready for that. In this ayah, Allah is talking a incident from the pagan, the people of Makkah. They used to say, they used to ask Rasulullah, why you are the prophet? Why, if you are receiving revelation from Jibril, why doesn't Jibril come to us? Why Allah choose you? What is so special about you? You are an orphan. I mean, you don't have parents. You are not even rich. So why Allah choose you? If Allah can talk to you, Allah can talk to us. So as a indication of their disbelief, they used to say all these things to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then Allah said, these are the people who have no knowledge. They have no knowledge, and although Allah saying that you have Allah's sign is very clear. If they really want to believe, they will find the sign around them and they will believe in them. And that's what Allah is saying here, that and this is something that still if you listen to the people like some Orientalists or some non-Muslim, they still say that they want to dismiss the idea of prophethood. They will say that yes, God is there, God loves us and all these things, but the prophet, that someone is coming from among us, like a people, like human being like us, and teaching us all these things, teaching us all this sunnah and everything, they want to reject that thing altogether. No, why angel will come to him? Why angel will talk? So this is something that is from the past to the even in the current world. Allah is saying this, but Allah is saying here that my ayahs are clear, and it is me who choose whoever I choose to give revelations. Ayah number 119, where Allah said that Allah is giving the positive reinforcements to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that look, I have sent you with the truth. I have sent you with Al-Quran. This is the truth, and you have two jobs. What is the two jobs? You give glad tidings, good news to the believers, that if you follow this, you will have Jannah. Jannah is a place that Allah made and you cannot imagine. And give warnings to the disbeliever. So you have only two jobs, Nazira or Bashira. That you give the good glad tidings and also you warn the people. And then Allah said that here, that and you will not be asked about the people. Because why Allah say that? Because even Rasulullah understand this is his job, only to pass the message to the glad tidings and to the warning. But he is still worried about his ummah. He thinks that people who are not listening to him, they will end up in Jahannam. So he is worried for that, and Allah is saying, look, whoever will go to Jahannam, it's not your responsibility. Because you give in your message, I'm not going to ask you about those people. That's why Allah is saying here, and you will not be asked about the dwellers of the hellfire. So don't worry about them, you just give your message, and that is the same lesson for us. We don't have to push anyone, force anyone to Islam or something. We give our message in the way that Rasulullah teaches us, and if he accepts, if he is a member of Jahannam, he will go to Jahannam. If he is a member of the Jannah, he will go to Jannah. The next ayah, ayah number 120, is Allah is saying here that the Jewish and the Christian, they will be never happy with you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah is telling Rasulullah that as long as you don't follow some tradition of them, they will never be happy with them. See, and same thing actually has happened now. It's so amazing if you read the Quran and if you listen to what's happening around the world, what the opinions of the scholars or the non-Muslim about the Islam. It's the same thing. It is the timeless examples in the Quran. They still say, a lot of non-Muslim writers, they have listed Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam the best leader. as the best father or best, best husband, best family member, best community leader. Everything they will accept. They will say, yeah, he was a very pious man, a good leader, a motivational leader. But at the end, at the last, they will say, but he shouldn't claim prophethood. So as he's the prophet, they are not ready to accept that. So Allah is saying that the Jewish and Christian, they will accept you, but they will never be happy with you that you are a prophet. So that's what Allah mentioning here, that and Allah is saying here, these are after you have received the knowledge, and then you would have against Allah knowledge. So Allah is saying that, listen, if you are very worried about that, and you follow their trend, so Allah is telling Rasulullah, and through Rasulullah He's telling us, if you follow the path of Jewish and Christian in matter of guidance, like in matter of religion and everything, then at the end we won't have any help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There will be no wali for us, no protector for us, and at the day of judgment we will have helpless and we will not have Allah beside us. The ayah number 121, Allah is saying about the Bani Israel again. Yeah, Bani Israel. See, this ayah has been repeated before also, and we have went through this one. Allah is telling that, we have given you the book, and there's two differences. When Allah said, I have given the book, and one some place Allah said the book was given to them. So same thing, but Allah says, sometimes Allah says, I with the book given. So Allah add himself with the giving the book. Sometimes Allah doesn't mention himself. Whenever Allah mention himself, then I have given them the book, it means something positive is coming. It means Allah is talking about those people who took the book and recited it properly, followed it properly. And that's what Allah is saying here, that I given the book, and it is the book to the Sahaba also, and people of the Bani Israel who are good, and they recited the ayah, and they followed it, and they will be the believer, and whoever doesn't believe in this, they will be the loser. The ayah number 122 and 123, this is where Allah said, O children of Bani Israel, and you heard this ayah before, remember, uskuru ni'mata, remember what I have given to you. So Allah is reminding the people of the Medina, the Jewish people now, remember what I have given to you guys, and fear the judgment day. If you don't fear me, at least fear the day of judgment that is coming towards you. And if in that day, there will be no intercession from you. If you don't believe in it, there will be no compensation for us. And there will be no one to help you. So you have to believe in ourselves and remember the things that I have given to you. And this is the last ayah for today. This is a very interesting ayah. And this is where the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam starts. And as you know, Ibrahim alayhi salam is the father of our nation, the father of all the ummah. He is ummah by himself. You will see it very soon. And why Allah is talking about Ibrahim alayhi salam, as I mentioned, because the change of Qibla is coming. Now Allah is saying the story, how Ibrahim alayhi salam built the Kaaba with his son and everything, what was his dua and everything. We will go through each ayah inshallah ta'ala this week and next week, and then you will understand. So here Allah is saying that, just after the ayah of Bani Israel, Allah is saying, look, you have a lot of tests from me, and remember those tests, and I also give you some favors. But the ibtala, was ibtala. Ibtala means something, a harder test. A harder test was given to your father Ibrahim. Your father Ibrahim has much more harder test. And Allah is saying that he passed that test. It is very amazing, All of us have tests in our life. Sometimes we fall sick, our children fall sick, we have job problem. This is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you go to Hajj, so many difficulties. This is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we don't know whether we have passed the test. Allah doesn't give us a letter, okay, last month you had a test and you passed it. But for Ibrahim alayhi salam, it is an honor from him, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah told in the Quran that he has passed all those tests. What are the tests of Ibrahim alayhi salam? As you all know, he had to jump into the fire. He had to leave his family in the middle of the desert, his wife and children, wife and the son. Then he has to, when his son grew up, he has to command it to slaughter him. All this test, the hardest test ever. He has to face a king called Namrud. So all this test, and Allah is saying here, he has passed the test. And as a result of the passing the test, I am making you the imam of the whole human being. See, this is a very interesting. Allah said, "Qala inni ja'iluka linnasi imama." And you know what is imam means. Imam means the one who follow. So Allah is saying, you are the one, the imam of the whole humankind. And why Allah say that? Because from Ibrahim alayhi salam, these Jewish people and the Christian, they don't accept Rasulullah. And I said you before that, one of the main reasons they didn't accept Rasulullah because he's not from Ishaq, he's from Ismail. And Allah is saying, whatever you talk, Ishaq and Ismail, they both come from who? They both come from Ibrahim. They're from the same tree, the same human being they're coming from. So why don't you know the story of Ibrahim, and why are you rejecting the Rasulullah? That's why Allah mentioning the Ibrahim alayhi salam. So now Allah is saying that you have passed the test, Ibrahim, and I have made you the Imam of the whole nation. So if you are given a result, if you are such a give a good news, naturally we say what? Thank you, right? Even if someone give you an award or something in the job, if you get a promotion or you are the employee of the month, whatever, naturally, it doesn't matter which religion, you say thank you. But look at what Ibrahim alayhi salam said. Instead of saying thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's saying, what about my offspring? What about my zurriyat? Meaning Allah is saying that I have made you the Imam. Instantly he's saying, okay, I am Imam, that's fine. What's going to happen to my son, my son's son, my grandson, my grandson? What is about my offspring? Why did he say that? Because he knows the Imam is not like an honor only. It is a responsibility. It's a big responsibility. If you are the Imam of the whole human being and humankind, so imagine what is the responsibility for you. It is very, very hard to guide them. And Ibrahim alayhi salam wants that, some of his son and all of his offspring become the Nabi, become the Rasul, become the Imam of the whole nation like he did. And that's why he's asking. And look at the answer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we'll finish it here. Allah said, my guidance, and see, he's asking, and of my offspring. Then Allah said, my covenant, my prophethood includes not Zalimun. So Allah didn't say all of your son will be Zalimun, like torturers or something. Allah didn't say all of your son and will be like prophet, no. But Allah said, my guidance is only to those who are not Zalimun. Meaning that some of your children, some of your offspring will be disarray, will be in the wrong path. And that's what happened, the sons of, the brother of Yusuf alayhi salam. What happened with them? They wanted to kill his brother initially. So they are in the misleading path. Then Allah bring them to the right path at the end, right? And this Bani Israel who followed the Musa alayhi salam, Allah had, conquered them from Fir'aun and everything, but they didn't follow Musa alayhi salam that way. They give so much trouble to Musa alayhi salam. So not all the offspring of Ibrahim alayhi salam will be good. Even in the people of Makkah, the Quraysh, where they come from? Quraysh are children of Ibrahim alayhi salam. If you go through the lineage, they are from the Ibrahim alayhi salam. But were they good? No, they were not good with Rasulullah. They were there, torturers and everything to Rasulullah. So Allah is saying that, yes, I will give you the guidance who are in the straight path. So this is the answer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Ibrahim alayhi salam. And inshallah ta'ala, tomorrow we'll see there are a few more ayats coming about Ibrahim alayhi salam. Jazakallahu khair. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.